What's up? I'm JB, or Justin Brown. How I got involved with the range was through my brother Brandon, who had an idea for just a podcast about how he wants to talk about like current issues, mainly sports, and other things of that nature, like in the near future. And I told him I was quite interested. I mean, as always, I mean, usually if we're talking about sports, then technically we all have a lot in common. We all like to express our opinions, stats, favorite teams, all the whole thing. I joined the show on the 4th episode of The Range while I was doing my own sports show. And I mean, I obviously enjoyed it. I mean, I always kept up with him when he said, hey, I posted it on YouTube, and say, like, hey, I enjoy this. So me being on a part of the show with the other parts of the gang, we talked mainly about sports. I mean, we had a ball, whether it be laughing about certain issues or just mainly explaining why a certain team's going to win or why we cheer for that team or something like that.
Yeah, what's up? Welcome to the Coach's Rant on the Range. I'm JB, and today what I'm going to be talking about, or ranting about, is about how NCAA athletes are constantly fucking up in this world. Man, let's start with Tennessee. Y'all like Tennessee? Yeah, okay. Tennessee players, I mean, I know Tennessee's having a sorry year, but damn, you're on scholarship. You get stipends from the NCAA. That means you get free money. Don't need to rob a damn convenience store. Why you got to rob a boo? Really? 2 other players. Stupid. And then Texas. I mean, Texas, that's my boys, but I mean, constantly. They have players constantly in the news fucking up for the wrong reasons. I mean, you got underage players drinking and getting caught. Stupid. And then Memphis, their head coach, Todd West, Todd Hall? I'm sorry that he got fired or whatever, but if you're gonna fire a guy, get rid of his ass immediately. Don't let him stay for the end of the season. What's the point? You're wasting his time along with those players who aren't going to win any more damn games in the Conference USA. That's my rant.
My name's Doug Klepsch, and I'm just a contributor to the range. My impact on the show? Well, I think I had an interesting view on what we talk about, the NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, and all the major topics that's going on because, well, we're all different as far as, who we like and why we cheer for them and where we come from. So I know I'm quite a bit different, actually.
Yes, guys, absolutely they did get snubbed. All right, they have two quality victors. They didn't beat Miami, Florida. They beat Miami of Ohio, so that's not quality. They did beat number 21 South Florida, and they did beat Oregon State. And they still have to play Pitt and West Virginia, and that'll be 4 quality opponents, assuming they do beat them all and run the table. They have a nice margin of victory. I believe it's about 23 points within the conference. Now, I understand there are some bad teams in the conference, but it is a BCS conference, unlike the Mountain West. But TCU does have a terrific defense, and they're trying to do it all in style, but I still think Cincinnati is a better team.
Chris Gallen. I go to SFA, counter major. The people in the range, we have good chemistry. I mean, I guess we treat it unprofessional because we're so used to each other and we're always around each other. So, like we go to flashbacks, we always yelling out and just trying to talk over people to prove our point. And I guess we're so used to that we bring it into the range. But we're starting to gel a little bit and notice. If you notice the newer editions of the range, we're letting each other talk and getting our points across. So we're coming along just fine.
And here we are featuring the top 2 teams in the nation in the SEC Championship. Number 2, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And hold them back. The number 1 team in the nation. The number 1 team in the nation. Once again, who cares? The Florida Gators.
That's right, who cares?
The Florida Gators. So, the SEC Championship, I will let the one and only Florida Gator break it down.
There's no reason to break it down. We're going to win. Plain and simple.
A lot of fun. It was good to get my opinion out there and hear how other people think. I like arguing. My parents always said I should be a lawyer, but I never did. But it was fun to get to argue with people. I don't think so. I think it was, we're all adults for the most part. They were very loud. But no, we didn't really actually clash. I don't think we got to any topics serious enough. In my thing, it was more of a fun podcast as opposed to one on more sensitive topics that could have led to something more intense and angry. Everybody has their own opinion, and I don't typically get very angry about things, except for things that generally a lot of people don't agree on, or people that people do agree on. I think I'd handle it pretty well. Just kind of talk about it, make my opinion known. If someone starts yelling, then that's cool, but tell them to calm down just a little bit.
Stuff yourself out of that restaurant.
You mean if it's your girlfriend or just somebody you just going to get something to eat with?
Well,
Girlfriend, man.
If your girlfriend.
Oh, girlfriend, of course.
I mean, yeah, I'll pay for it. I mean, she owes 2 times next time.
She can make it up in other ways.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, actually. I'm just
Time
playing.
out. Okay, so
You can't expect her to pay for you. It's
Not every
supposed
time.
to be like a
Something she
spontaneous
wants to
thing.
do, yeah.
And if you ask her out, why should she have to pay for it? Like if she wants to,
It's more
she
like
should
it's
be
an invite.
invited.
Yeah, it's an
Careful now, because a
invite.
girl will ask you, hey, let's go